Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Do you remember the show Family Matters? Did I do that? Oh, Steve Urkel. Anyway, little sister Judy Winslow, why did she disappear from the show? Kind of did a Chuck Cunningham type thing. From 1989 and 98, Family Matters was a primetime staple for the entire family, an anchor of ABC's popular TGIF variety night lineup, with the final season on CBS. The sitcom was conceived as a family-oriented spin-off of Perfect Strangers, focusing on Balky and Larry's co-worker, Harriet Winslow. Family Matters followed Winslow's off-the-clock life as a matriarch of an extended household that included her husband, Carl, and their 3 kids, Eddie, Laura, and Judy, plus Harriet's mother-in-law, Estelle, sister Rachel, and nephew Richie. The aforementioned cast of characters should have been more than enough to carry the show for many seasons, but everything changed after the show's 12th episode, which saw the very first appearance of soon-to-be iconic character called Steve Urkel, played by Jaleel White. And while Urkel was good news for TV-loving kids of America, kind of bad news for Judy Winslow. Debuting as a blind date for Laura, the Winslow nerdy neighbor quickly boosted the show's ratings with his hilarious antics, going from one-off to a guest star in multiple first-season episodes. By season 2, White was added to the main cast, and Urkel quickly became the focal point of the show. Unfortunately, shifting the show's focus toward Urkel led to less time to spend on the rest of the Winslows. While his constant pursuit of Laura's heart kept her in the spotlight, and older brother Eddie's teenage antics continued to drive storylines, the rest of the family weren't so lucky. Something or someone had to go, and unfortunately that someone was Judy, the youngest of the Winslow clan. 9 years old when Family Matters debuted, and only 12 when she disappeared from the show in season 4, Judy never had the opportunity to make much of an impact on Family Matters. Played by Jamie Foxworth, Judy was typical little sister, cute, curious, and obsessed with her big sister. Unfortunately, the character was never given much depth, a likely cause of her eventual disappearance. In a 2024 interview on radio show The Breakfast Club, Jaleel White said the producers on the show didn't feel like they needed the character. At that point, they were like, she's not adding to the storyline, so they just let her go. Rather than writing the character off in any way, the rest of the Winslows simply acted like she had never existed. Not old enough to date, drive, or have much of a life of her own, Judy often fell by the wayside when it came to storylines. When Steve Urkel's misadventures began to take up significant time on each episode, Harriet and Carl's youngest became expendable. Judy's ejection from the Family Matters cast was not a smooth one, causing friction with the series star Jo Marie Payton, who had formed a close bond with Foxworth during her run on the show. While series co-creator and executive producer William Bickley maintained that Foxworth was cut due to a budget issue, it was clear that the Winslow family was now competing with Steve Urkel for respect on the show. After her time on Family Matters came to an abrupt end, Jamie struggled to transition into the next stage of her career. With a little acting work coming in, she formed an R&B musical group, She, with her 2 sisters. The trio released its debut album, Three's a Charm, on July 1st, 1997 on Shaquille O'Neal's record label, but it flopped immediately, sending Foxworth back to the drawing board. Over time, Foxworth faced her addictions to alcohol and marijuana. She entered rehab, participated in talk therapy, and eventually began to speak publicly about her experiences. She appeared on programs like The Oprah Winfrey Show and TV One's Life After, where she shared her story in hopes of helping others, especially child actors, avoid similar pitfalls. Word is, I don't know how true it is, she got into adult entertainment, shall we say, afterwards. It's a sad story. I mean, to be booted out at 9, I don't think that would affect her that much. So, but once you get into that show business and feel that spotlight, man, it's hard to let go of. And no matter how old you are, and it's just a sad thing. All I got for you guys, please subscribe. If you haven't yet, please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You have a great day. God bless you. And I'm praying for you.